Hello, beautiful. I know you're missing my mobility flow classes, so I thought I would record a really short and sweet one for you. I've got like a list of things that we did last week in class, so I thought that would be really, really fun for you to do. Hope you're having a nice day, and let's get started. Let's start standing, and we're going to do some spinal roll-ups just to begin with. So taking the arms behind the head, let's bring the feet into hips distance, arms behind the head. Inhale here, looking up, and then exhale, tuck the chin under. We're going to have a slight bend in the knees as we come down. Inhale, we're going to lift up again, bringing the chest up with us, nice flat spine. And then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, come all the way down, folding forward. Inhale, lifting up, nice flat spine, lift the chest, push the elbows back, chin to chest, come all the way back down, folding forward. Again, open the elbows, lifting up, push the elbows nice and wide, arch the spine. And then this time when you exhale, knees and the chin to chest, bring the elbows down around the head, round into the spine again. Let's do that again. Open the elbows nice and wide. Last time, lift up, open the chest. Then chin to chest, come down. Bring the chin into the chest, wrap the elbows around the ears. I hope you can hear me because the mic is literally laying on my cheek. Inhale, flat spine. Bring the hands down. Open the chest. Take a bend into the knees. And now I want you to, like a little micro bend in the knees, push the hips back towards the back of the mat as you push your hands into the shins, pulling the chest through the gate of the arms. Big deep breath here. And exhale, fold forward. Let's drop the hips down, open the feet wide into Malasana. Inhale, lift up onto the toes. Exhale, heels come down, forward fold. Little warm up here. Inhale, lift the chest. Maybe your arms come with you. Exhale, come back down, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the chest. Exhale, come down, forward fold. Sit the hips back down, walk the hands back behind you. And we're going to take reverse tabletop to begin with, lifting up into the hips, have the fingertips pointing towards the front of the mat, if that's okay, or you can have them slightly outwards. We're just going to rock here. Feels really nice for our shoulders. If that feels okay, you can maybe rock a little bit more, having the knees go over the toes, lifting the chest still, or tucking the chin in. And if it feels okay, you can even flip the palms, come onto the fingertips, drop the knees down, and come into a deep shoulder stretch here. Inhale, exhale, then inhale, and exhale, come out. Drop the hips down, take the fingertips back behind you, fingertips pointing forward, and we're just windshield wiping the legs from side to side. Working out into our hip here. Ooh, feels really nice. And we're going to cross the ankles, come up onto our knees, and move into a little wrist warm up as well, into our tabletop position. So with the shoulders in line with the wrist, start to create some circles. Nice straight arms here for the hands, going one way. Nice and wide circles, as wide as you can, as long as you don't feel pain. We never work through pain. Reverse the circles, go the other way. Breathing here. Inhales and exhales. Now take the fingertips back towards the side, and we're just going to rock from side to side here. And then maybe take the fingertips all the way back towards the back of the mat. They don't have to go all the way. And we can rock back and forth, rock back and forth. If it feels okay, we can find stillness. And if you even want a little bit more, we can bend the elbows. That's a big, big stretch though, so be careful and mindful of how that feels. Inhale, come back. Let's plant the hands back down. Flip the palms, holding here. Just rock, little counter stretch here for our wrist. Little circles, circle, other way. Rock from forward and back, forward and back. Nice. So coming back into our tabletop, we're going to take some little scapula push-ups. So I'll do it now. We'll show you by taking our hand back behind our arm, and we're focusing on moving the shoulder. So we're decompressing it down and then pushing it into and protracting. So decompressing and protracting here. We're going to do this with our hand back behind us, back behind our elbow. And so we push, open up into the arm. Exhale, come down, tap the elbow. Inhale, push, open up into the arm. Exhale, decompress, tap the elbow. Inhale, protract the arm. Exhale, decompress, tap the elbow. Last time, inhale. Exhale, decompress, tap. Other side. Inhale, open up here. Exhale, tap. Inhale, push, protract the arm. Exhale, come back and tap. Inhale, push, open up the arm. Exhale, come back and tap. Last one. Inhale, push. Exhale, come back and tap. Let's step the right leg nice and wide. Open up into the wide side of our mat and bring that knee down. So we're going to take the arms nice and wide here. And we're just going to work on some shoulder rocks. So bending the elbow in line with the wrist and tapping our shoulder down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, come up. Exhale, tap. Looking towards the opposite side or the side you're twisting. Exhale, tap. Inhale, come up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, come up. Exhale, tap. Coming back up. Placing the hands towards the front of the mat again. Oh my gosh, I almost fell. I don't even know. Hi, I'm already on the ground. And we're going to move into a plank position. Holding our plank, warming up into our wrist again. Create some circles one way. Create some circles the other way. Forward and back. Forward and back. One big breath. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. Inhale here, lift up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, push back. Inhale, lift up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, push back. And inhale, lift up. Exhale, push back and hold. Full deep breath here. Open your mouth side out. Inhale, coming forward. Bend the knees, step, hop, or jump to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's warm up the body. Taking some vinyasas. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, hop, or jump back into your plank, into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Let's take some spinal rolls here in your down dog to your upward facing dog variation. Inhale, coming forward. Toes stay tucked under. Coming forward, lifting the chest. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, lifting forward. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Last time, inhale, coming forward, dropping the hips, lifting the chest. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Drop the knees, sit back into your child's pose. So sitting back in your child's pose. So with the head down. I can't place the head down because I'll like eat my mic. But with the head down, we're lifting up into the elbows and we're coming into that shoulder engagement exercise that I love so much and I teach in so many classes. So we're going to push down into the right hand, lift up and hover into the left arm. Hold here. Inhale, lift up a little bit more. Nice straight elbows, nice straight arms. And now with your exhale, we're bending the elbow, taking it back behind the head. But don't let the arm touch the body. Hover it above the body even higher. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten the arm. Place that hand back down. Other side, push down into the left hand. Hover the arm, nice straight elbows. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbow, but keep the hand away from the body. You're reaching for the nape of your neck or in between your shoulders, but keeping the elbow and the palm away from the body. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, reach it forward, back down into your child's pose. Place the elbows down. Place the forearms down, looking forward, and then bringing your chest all the way through onto the belly. Pause here for a moment. Inhale, lifting up into cobra. Exhale, coming back down. Bend the left knee into an L-shaped position. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming back down. Other side. Bending the knee. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming back down. Tuck the toes. Push back into your child's pose. So sitting back in your child's pose, we're going to come forward into a floating tabletop position. So breathing here, draw the belly up, and exhale, come down. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, hover over in your tabletop, floating tabletop, and then exhale, push back. Last time, bend the knees, come forward, and exhale, push back. Walk the tippy toes to the front of the mat, and exhale. Pause for a nice juicy forward fold. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale slowly, rolling the spine, coming up into standing position. Inhale, reach the arms nice and long up above the ears, looking up towards the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take your vinyasa, bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Let's bring actually the left leg in front, and actually let's bring the right leg. Let's bring the right leg in front, and we're gonna come into a 90-90 stretch. So we're bending the back foot into 90 degrees, and the front foot into 90 degrees. So your ankle and your knee are in line, and your knee and your hip are in line on both sides. So we're just going to focus a little bit on the transitions, working a lot on the hips here. Kind of opened up into the chest, want to create a nice, strong, steady spine. And slowly, either with our hands up or our fingertips back behind us, we're going to work on the transition of 90-90. So inhaling, coming forward. Again, hands can be forward. And then exhale, moving back. Ooh, need a little bit more space here. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, moving back. Inhale here. And exhale to the back. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Roll over the foot. Push up, lift the knee into the chest, step back into your downward facing dog. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Sit back into your malasana. In your malasana, take the knees the hands into the chest. Open up here. And now slowly start to Push the elbows into the knees, keep the chest lifted, and squeeze the knees into the elbows. Hold here, squeeze the heels towards each other, like they're magnetizing together. For 1, for 2, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. For 3, and exhale, release, but stay where you are as you reach your chest forward and push your knees away from each other, reaching the crown of the head forward. Inhale, exhale, hold, push the heels away from each other like you're spreading out the mat. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, come back into center. Let's lift up into the hips, fold forward, transitioning the spine. And then slowly, let's walk the hands back out front, left leg in front this time. So I'm gonna take my right leg in front so you guys can see me, but left leg in front this time. Back into your 90-90 twist. So in your 90-90 position, we're gonna move through that same transition we did in the beginning. So make sure your alignment is right. I kind of don't have enough space for this, but I'm just gonna get sandy. So inhale here, we're going to twist. So we're going to take the hands up, twist, inhale, come up, and then find that transition, hands up, and then we twist again. Inhale, come forward, exhale, we twist, adjust. Woo. Inhale, come forward, that's a cute dog, and exhale, twist. Inhale, come forward, exhale, twist. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, we twist. Last time, inhale, come forward. Oof, my hips. And exhale, twist. Place the hands down. We're gonna lift back up. Take into your plank position. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Breathing here. Let's drop the knees down. Tuck back into the toes. We're gonna inhale, take the left hand down, and then inhale, open up into the right arm. Exhale, stretch this arm forward, reaching up, little spinal rolls. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, lift. And exhale, coming forward here, placing the hands down. Let's round into the spine now. Taking the chin into the chest, tucking the tailbone. Inhale, arch into the spine for cow. And then exhale, round. Tuck the toes under. Let's take a vinyasa, plank pose. Bend into the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. And then right foot comes forward into that 90-90 transition to, again, because we just love this so much. We've already done a little bit of a version of that to prep for us. And this time, again, moving through those transitions, we are going to take the right hand. So right leg is in the front, right hand here. And, oh my gosh, I forgot where I was. We're gonna push into the right hand, open up into that hip. Then we scoop again. Left arm reaches, transition to the other side. Left foot's in front, left hand goes back. Open up, lift up into the hips, push the hips up. Exhale. Again, find the transition. We move towards the front. Right hand comes down. Lift up again. Exhale, come down. Inhale, move towards the other side. Lifting up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming to the front. Lift up. We've got one more, just towards the back. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, come down towards the front. Again, hand into the chest, lifting up here and stepping back into your plank. Hold here, inhale, exhale, inhale here, exhale, and then drop the knees down and walk the hands back into your Malasana. Let's grab a hold. Let's lift the hips up, grab a hold of the ankles, and then we're gonna exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming up here, Malasana. Exhale, folding forward, bending the elbows. Inhale, hello. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come forward. They're cute. And then last one, exhale. Fold forward, tucking yourself in. Should feel really nice on the spine. Notice how much work it feels when we do hip stuff, how it feels on the spine as well. They're kind of, obviously everything is interconnected, but you can really feel that, I think, when you're trying to mobilize your hips here. Let's slowly start to walk out into our downward facing dog. And then let's drop the hips down and come into slightly bigger spine here. We're gonna take our camel pose transition. So it's kind of like what we just did in our 90-90, as well as what we did in our seated stretch as well, but we're gonna do that a little bit more. So inhaling here, let's reach the arms up, pause, squeeze into the glutes, just push the hips forward, and exhale, come back down. And then again, right hand comes back. We're gonna open up into that left arm, reaching back. And then exhale, coming forward, left side. Inhale, reaching up, open up into the chest. And then exhale, coming forward, rounding. Then pushing the hips forward, arching into the spine. And exhale. Last time, inhale, coming forward. And exhale, coming down. Let's slowly begin to sit back into a child's pose. Allowing just some space into the spine, a little bit of rest. Inhale. And also just the counterbalance. Kind of all that opening we just did. Now we want to round into the spine. Inhale. Let's plant the hands and come forward. Step the right leg forward, just a little lunge here. Inhale, open up into the chest. Exhale, hands behind you. Let's take a little bend with the left elbow. We take the left elbow down, opening up into the right arm. Then inhale, coming here. And exhale again, bending the elbow. Inhale, coming up. Tuck the back toes. Let's bring the hands on the inside. Lift up into the left leg. Spin it open. Come into your Skandasana. Inhale here. Open up in your Skandasana. Exhale. Plant the hands down. Lift up into the back leg. Let's just twist to the other side. So bending into your lunge. Inhale here. Come out slightly. Exhale. Hands behind the head. Inhale. Open. Exhale, elbow comes down, just like we did in our tabletop. Inhale here. Exhale, elbow comes down, twist. Inhale here. Last one. Exhale, elbow comes down and twist. Inhale, hands come onto the inside of your foot. Open up here, Skandasana. Spinning that foot open. Breathing here. Ooh, my arm is all weird. Breathing here. And then exhale. Let's come into a forward fold on the wide side of the mat. Place the hands onto the hips. Breathe in. Halfway lift. Exhale, pause. We're just going to rotate and shake the hips from side to side. Ooh. Inhales here, exhales. One more breath, inhale. Then exhale, place the hands behind the head. Inhale, halfway lift again. Then exhale, we're gonna fold forward and pulse here for 5. Open the elbows. 4. Don't let the hands rest too heavy on the head. 3, 2, 1. Then exhale, release. You can place the hands onto the mat. And again, shaking the hips from side to side, just trying to create some pressure into that joint here. Mobility, you can rock forward and back. You can place your forearms on the ground. Inhale, big deep breath. Exhale. And then on your next inhale, we're looking forward, walking to the top of the mat, stepping that foot back, and then placing the knees down. Sitting back into the child's pose. And then let's lift up, sit our hips forward, and bring our feet towards the top of the mat. Oh my goodness. So just take a pause, breathing here. We're just gonna take some points and flexes in our feet, points and flexes, circles in the ankles going one way, circles in the ankles going the other way. The tide is creeping up, and let's take our feet together. Come into a nice forward fold here, butterfly stretch. I said I was going to make this short and sweet, so we're coming to the end of our practice, just cooling down. Nothing too crazy, but really, really good to just kind of open up, waken the hips, get a little bit of mobility, especially if you've been like sitting all day. This one's really, really nice, especially all the 90-90 transitions and stuff for your spine. It's good in the morning, good in the night, whatever you fancy. And let's slowly come onto our backs. So breathing here, come into a nice gentle bridge pose, lifting up here. In our bridge pose, let's ground down into the palms and lift our heels up, keeping our hips lifted. We're gonna walk our feet forward until we can't anymore. Keep the hips lifted. And then once we've reached that point, we walk our feet back. Woo! I've already got a cramp in my calf. Walk your feet back. Oh my God. And then again, walk your feet forward. I'm trying to walk out my cramp. And then walk them back. Keep the hips lifted. Don't drop them like I am. Inhale here. And then exhale. Place the hips down. Rock the feet from side to side. Ooh, nice pop. Knee into the chest. Breathing here. Give yourself a little rock, little cuddle. As always, I encourage us to practice our breath work at the end of our class, but if you would like to skip, feel free and just move into your Shavasana. If you're here in our breath work today, we're going to be doing an overload of oxygen in the body, essentially inhaling nice and slow in through the nose, and then exhaling short and sharp out through the mouth. If you've been to my mobility classes, you know where we're going with this. And we're gonna do this for a short round. And then at the end, we're gonna exhale everything out and hold at the bottom of our breath. So the opposite of holding your breath, you're holding nothing. And so whenever you're ready, we can begin just with a clearing breath. So deep inhale in, exhale out through the mouth. And then again, start by inhaling in slowly through the nose, short and sharp out through the mouth. Keep that going. 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. Last one, inhale. And then exhale everything out to the very bottom and hold. Just hold for as long as feels comfortable for you. And whenever you're ready, just breathe normally and relax. Ooh. You can move into your Shavasana, coming and lying down on your backs. Ooh. Palms facing up and open. Relaxing the head down, letting the feet flop open. And just pause. And as always, make sure when we are in our Shavasana, we really focus on trying to create space. Hello. Just saw another dog. Create a space, a welcoming space for ourselves. So making sure that any thoughts that come up, that we are being kind to ourselves, kind towards our body, our self-image. And also maybe even deepening your practice by noticing thoughts, but not giving any energy to them. Can you notice your thoughts and allow them to just let go and pass by like the clouds above in the sky? Can you? We must always remember that our brain's job is to think. But we are not just our minds. We are not the mind at all. So watch the mind, but don't let yourself become the thoughts that it generates, because it's just doing its job. So watch the mind, watch the thoughts. Don't become it. Don't be controlled by your thoughts. You are the mind. You control the mind. And whenever you're ready, wiggle the toes and fingers. Allow the energy to come back into the body. And start to slowly roll over onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow, keeping the eyes closed. Gently beginning to sit up into your comfortable seated position, closing down the eyes, taking your hands into your chest. I want to thank you so much for practicing with me. I miss you and I love you. I hope you enjoyed your space of practice as well, and you enjoyed the connection that we can create even with so much space between us. Let's take our hands to our forehead to remind us to always have clear and loving thoughts, hands to our chest to remind us to have clear and loving intention, and hands to our mouth to remind us to have clear and loving communication, sending all this wonderful energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Whew. Yay. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a fab day, and I'm going to be making more of these for you. So love you lots. See you soon, hopefully. Bye.